Should I tell the story, the bathroom story of Ti?
If you, I mean,
I don't know if I've told this story online before.
I'm just gonna say this before. This is the stuff that I enjoy listening to.
Yeah.
I can't, you know, just do it. Let's just see what everybody thinks. It's my favorite. We can make this a meme.
It is the
right?
International 5, and I have to use the restroom. I go into the restroom, and there's a gentleman in the stall next to me. I'm doing my business. And on that day, I heard something that I never thought. Those are bits.
This is good for the story.
Those
Continue.
are Twitch bits. I don't think we're getting that much money on this stream, boys. But anyway, this man next to the stall. Now, I never thought I'd hear anything like this before, and it stuck with me to this very day. It was a very simple thing that I heard next to me, nothing disgusting. The man said, in the deepest, saddest voice I've ever heard, exactly like this, because I still hear it sometimes when I close my eyes. I'll never forget it. He said, "Not this. Not now." And I've never forgotten it. And
I want to meet this man.
I don't know what was going on.
I've become obsessed with it. Like, this is kind of like an inner joke between us. We just continue to say this over and over for no reason. Maniacal laughter to follow, of course. I want to meet this young man.
I don't know
that
if he
made such
made
an impression upon you.
I never forgot. It was like, you know how people come back from war with stories about like seeing something truly awful for just a moment. That man's voice was so hurt.
Yes.
I'll never forget it. But guys, I have some great news. Not this, not now. We're going into this game. We're back in, baby. The game is up. The power is on. And we are going to roll any second now.
Wow, we did it.
We did it. We failed again, baby.
Yes.
Woo!
The only thing we're good at.
We're not
talking
good
about
at anything.
nothing.
Literally horrible at our jobs.
All right, what do we got here? Let's refresh our memories here. Hoej is playing the ramp deck, which has been fairly popular here at this tournament. And by fairly popular, I mean pretty much every single person has one of them.
Sure.
Except for Mogwai, of course. And Mogwai will be playing the black-red.
Black-red deck. You know, I am interested in Mogwai's deck because he waits on the bounty hunter. Isn't it standard for you to put bounty and PA first? Just to make sure you get those kills?
I mean, yeah, it depends on the lineup. Of course, you want the... And you do have Lich coming out last, so it is kind of interesting. I mean, everybody has different philosophies with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
LC has been... feels like a 50-50 with people that want to include LC as a starter, depending on if you have like 3 red, LC might be that third man out.
I see.
As the 5th hero coming out in a lot of ways, but because there's 2, you want the 2 red heroes coming out right away, I think.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm just talking out of my ass at this point, honestly.
I don't know. It's always nice to get kills, though, right? Early game.
It's nice to get kills.
Whoa, especially in these payday rampy decks, but not this time. Look at that. No black cards have been drawn yet for Mogwai. That's gotta hurt.
For either side, actually.
Either side.
It feels like they lagged out. Is that just
5
us?
seconds remaining.
Nah, man.
All right, 5 seconds. Great.
It's just an all-red party today, baby.
All right, so Bounty Hunter and Bristle back in that first lane. And Lycan looks to be mega dead. Hoej still has yet to pick up a green card and will continue to wait on that.
Yikes.
That is a poopy hand.
That is not good. A lot of Primal Roars coming out, though, so if we get past level 6, he'll be pretty happy. Definitely going to probably get that way, too. Duel coming out. I love that move. Get Bristleback that armor and allow him to hit the tower. A lot of people aren't fans of that early duel. I figure it's worth.
No, it's turn 1 duel that people are iffy about.
Yeah, I mean, duel is always a value card, but in that kind of situation, especially with the Bristles damage of 8.
Yeah, turn 2 duels
nice.
Perfectly fine.
Speaking of turn 2 duels, that'd open up a lot of damage in this lane.
No, you could do that. You could just put down a Stonehollow Elite. Of course, you don't know that Mogwai has bricked completely in terms of black cards.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, so looking at the last lane, that's going to be the hotly contested one in all likelihood. I expect this lane to go Hoej's way, especially if he ends up dueling here, which, I mean, he could go for, like you talked about. So this third lane looks to be the one that is really going to get spicy.
Yeah, I don't blame him for putting down the Elite. I mean, it's only 8 damage. If Axe was the old Axe, was 7 damage, though.
Oh, dear.
That's definitely duel right there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Tree and Protector in front of Legion Commander as well. Yikes.
Stonehollow Elite. Do you duel this?
Do you duel this?
I think you do.
I think you don't.
I think you do.
I think you don't.
We'll see what Hoej thinks. I think like Hoej.
Do you?
All his decisions align with my views on life.
Wow. That is quite the statement to make for someone else.
Every decision.
Every single decision you're in line with.
He's thinking about it.
This guy's got a bird on him. That's a living bird in Hoej's.
That's true.
That's cheating. The bird can no more than... That's 2 people playing right now.
There's the duel.
He's actually going to duel the Stonehall Elite to prevent that from doing anything.
The parrot. It's not a parrot, but I'm going to call it...
The parrot whispers.
I don't know any other bird, so I'm just going to say parrot.
It appears to be...
It's a lovebird or something?
That is a parakeet, I believe.
Parakeet?
Yeah, it could be a parakeet.
Oh, okay.
It could be a Denmarkian lovebird. I believe it is a parakeet, however.
Okay. Keeping him nice and company here.
The only thing keeping Mogwai company is Brazil.
And he's not even Brazilian.
Yeah, he's just a liar. That's like me having a picture of Canada in the background.
Oh, that's completely different.
Is it?
Yes.
How?
It just is.
All right.
There's history there, you know.
In Canada? Yes.
With you in Canada, yes. I don't know
what the hell are you talking about?
3 heroes in the last lane for Hoej. Going to face up against 2 from Mogwai.
A risky...
Let's see if the draws end up being a little better here for each respective player.
Actually just... Is this the right move? He just sacked the first lane as Hoej.
All right, we've been seeing this a lot with... I mean, this is why Hoej's games are a lot faster.
They're quick.
Around, right? Giving up on lanes super fast. 5 damage away from lethal. Can only put 4 down, so that's an extra turn for Hoej to be able to deal with this.
You know, I got to be real with you. Hoej is sticking to my old rule.
This hand is garbage.
Oh, it's awful. If Bristleback gets 1 kill, I just abandon the lane. I don't care how the lane's going. Just leave. It doesn't matter. It's going to be such a pain in the ass to kill that guy. Just peace. You got 2 other lanes. Hope he doesn't get a blinker, and he just stays there. Ignore the problem.
That doesn't always work in life, though.
I think so.
In Artifact, fair amount of time.
Yeah, you can just ignore life.
So initiative on the side of Mogwai. See what he has to play with here. He could just enough magic, which isn't that bad considering he has a second one in hand already.
Hell yeah.
Of course, putting down a Stonehall Elite will develop that into a cheeseburger man like we've never seen before in any of these creeps. Stonehall Cloak will be placed first, though, so he's going to delay a little bit. Now, no way to really save Tree and Protector, so it's either the Rose Leaf Druid or the Salamangre's Favor, obviously, since this is such a high-end mana cards in terms of red. Can't use anything.
I think absolutely Salamangre here. Typically, I would actually do the Rose Leaf first and then wait for my other green to come by, but at this point, 2 Primal Roars, a Berserker's Call.
Yeah, I kind of agree here.
I mean, just put it down, get that thing out.
You can Rose Leaf here and then use Lichen to Salamangre's next turn. That's another option.
You could, but I would just Salamangre a different lane, in fact, and just get that sucker out while you can. I mean, the cards are there. Play them while you can.
Well, enough magic is still technically there, but Mogwai hasn't really... I think you're kind of saving those for those Stars Align. You play that 1 Stars Align, you get to the 8 mana realm, and then you end up using the enough magic, which is huge.
This is a pretty great enough magic play. I mean, of course, that was a nice bait out by Hoej, trying to make it so you put down the item, make him think that you don't have anything. But he's got something really good here. This Salamangre is going to be the difference maker. Even the Druid, if he just decides to use that as well. But
he just decides.
If he just decides.
So Stonehall Elite does come down. So enough magic is not a possibility. But again, it's really, you want to reserve those for a little bit more high impact turns.
So where would you put Salamangre? Would you put it in this lane or mid? Because he's definitely not going back to the first lane.
I'd put it here.
Yeah.
He's going to go for the Rose Leaf, though.
Interesting.
So we'll have 7 mana next turn, which, of course, you will be able to play his entire hand. I mean, a lot of this is predicated on the fact that he doesn't have those 8 mana wonders, right? He doesn't have Time of Triumph, Emissary.
He is probably going to put the Lichen in the middle lane and then just slap Salamangre into that 3rd lane, however, to make sure that he gets that big old mana. And if he happens to draw Time of Triumph, Sunsfan, this could spell absolute disaster by that early abandonment of lane 1.
Wait, how is that a... What?
It would spell disaster for Mogwai.
Oh,
because he abandoned lane 1.
Because of the good choice to abandon.
The good choice to abandon the lane 1. Excuse me.
So Mogwai giving up on lane 2, as kind of expected here.
And the battle begins.
Indeed.
For lane 3.
Now, Hoej really needs some draw. Like, we have to look at how this Primal Roar will look in theory when we get to this third lane here.
Oh,
Mist of
not
Avernus.
No!
There's the time. All right, that is a huge deal.
Look at that lock. 2 Time of Triumphs get brought out. They both get locked.
Well, that makes no difference. He's at 6 mana.
I don't care. It's a deadly lock.
Literally no difference at all, but that's fine. Salamane's Favor is definitely the play here. That's not necessarily true. You could Mist into a Roar. The Roar's not super high impact, though.
Definitely Salamane. Get that Time of Triumph out, saves all your heroes, and does that massive damage, and cleans it up. These two boys are trapped in lane 1. Bounty Hunter and Bristleback, they have no hope to get out of there. He's got to get a blink.
Oh, beautiful enough magic. As we talked about, he has 2 in hand, so he can do that again if needed.
Does that even change anything, though? I mean, now Treant Protector gets to come and get Time of Triumph.
Well, that still makes a difference.
That does make a difference.
Jesus.
But does it make that big of a difference, SUNSfan?
It's pretty big, yeah.
All right. I guess
now, you have to keep initiative, though. That's the big thing for Hoej. So he's not going to play anything in the mid lane.
Oh, he ain't touching. Hands off the keyboard till it's Time of Triumph time.
But the problem is Chain Frost is there for Mogwai. He can Chain Frost this creep just for 3 damage just to gain initiative again.
Wow.
And I can't actually look at Hoej's deck list. I don't think he has any initiative cards.
That's right. I think that's actually the play. He's got to just Chain Frost the creep, which is...
But then what do you do once you're at this stage? You just enough magic again.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Yeah, I think you definitely do that. I mean, you kill 2 heroes. That actually could be the game.
That is
a huge play if he does this.
The win. However, yeah, you only need 1 unit. You don't need 2 for the bounce, right? You just Chain Frost.
Yeah.
So, whew.
All right, I found out a way to do this.
Whoa, look at you. All
right, so he has no initiative cards.
All right. That's pretty remarkable. Initiative cards are pretty high value, so surprising.
Yeah, I think he's definitely thinking about this. He has 2 chains. That's another thing. He has already 2 in his hand.
I mean,
this isn't great against this deck anyway. And the fact that you have 2 means that this used as a 7-mana initiative card is super worth.
Wow.
Super worth.
Super worth. I've never seen such worth.
I mean, now you just Mist of Avernus. I mean, you could just Stars the Line, Time of Triumph here, potentially. Try to go for 80. I mean, that's... The fact that initiative was gained indicates to Hoej that he has something to counter that 3rd lane, right?
Yeah.
But he's going to go for Mist, though.
He's going to hope that it was some kind of interesting bait. Not the case.
It's possible. We've seen some mind games before, for sure. But enough magic. The Mist of Avernus actually doesn't do much in terms of dealing damage to the enemy heroes.
Look at the damn arrows right there.
And again, enough magic. You can see Hoej's face, along with the parakeet, not too happy today.
The parakeet is staring directly at the camera. He's pissed. I've never seen a parakeet so mad. Holy shit, get out of there.
2-turn lethal being presented in this first lane as well. He might just have to Time a Triumph in the 2nd lane to go for a 2-turn lethal himself.
Look at the creeps. This is like Kana was spawned in this game. What is happening in lane 1?
Let's see. How does this Roar look? The Roar takes out both black heroes in the last lane, but if they end up in the first lane, then he might just die next turn. So, ooh, this is a tough choice. Spring the Trap can be used as well. I actually think that you Time a Triumph mid, and then you Spring the Trap in this lane just to block. You go for the 2-turn lethal. You bring these 2 heroes in to block here. He has no heroes being deployed, so mid lane you just win. Well, that also presents a problem.
Yeah, time
That's
is
a lot
ticking.
of damage.
He's got 1 more chance.
Yeah. So, a lot of choices to be had here.
Yeah, jeez.
It's definitely not. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about Artifact. It's not black and white. There's no right or wrong.
I think you time a Triumph mid and put Spring the Trap actually in the 1st lane. Yeah, that's your only play.
Yeah, yeah, I guess there's no risk of actually dying in the 3rd lane right now.
Yep.
So that could be pretty good. Problem is these Time of Triumph heroes have to be the ones that are blocked, right?
Yes.
But with the 2, yeah, with those 2 units plus 2 heroes, that provides quite a bit of units.
Yeah, I think he's got some definite options there. He also has Berserker's Call as well to clear some stuff up. I mean, I think that's all you got. You got a Time of Triumph here.
I mean, there's no Blink Dagger.
Wow.
All right. Doing the offensive Spring the Trap.
That's a play right there.
We'll see how this works out for Hoej.
Ready to get up.
Mist of Avernus procs again. But this lane just feels like it doesn't matter for either side.
No, just get out. Just get as many units out of here as humanly possible. Coup de grace yourself and get the hell out of here.
I think coup de grace is going to be too late. It's too late of a play because by that point you're going to be dead, right? So Chain Frost might be the play again just to gain initiative.
Now we do have a gank. Does gank mean anything with that PA?
Let's see what happens.
Doesn't look like it.
All right.
So initiative is gained again, which means coup de grace is available. Actually, that's a lot of damage. I didn't even realize that would clean up everything. Poaching knife. 2 more damage. Not enough, though.
Ooh, hoo, hoo.
That was super close.
Whew.
I think you keep initiative here to be able to play coup de grace in the first lane to be able to take out one of the 2 heroes.
Look at how focused that parrot is. He is, oh man. Have you seen the movie The Vitch?
No, I have not.
Well, spoiler alert, old Scratch shows up and offers the cream.
You're making it seem like I have any idea what you're talking about.
That parrot is the Vitch, all right? He's old Sebastian the goat.
Mogwai is going to give up initiative now, sacrificing a creep.
That's very interesting maneuver right there.
Yes, that was very interesting.
We'll see if that pays off.
And he's cringing. He cringed a bit when he did that, so perhaps thinking he might have misplayed a bit, but we'll see.
A chance has been given here.
I mean, Primal Roar is available, so that's pretty big in the first lane.
If LC goes in front of those 2 heroes and Primal Roars because he lost initiation, I am going to laugh heartedly. Oh, sweet Mesquite, make it happen. Oh, my God!
But
yes.
They Bristleback has to land in the 3rd lane.
He has to.
If he actually, you're blocking enough damage right now. What are you afraid of? You're afraid of another time of triumph or coup, which he has.
Mogwai.
Oops, sorry, Legion. Didn't mean to click you. All right, enough magic. I didn't even see that. Of course, enough magic, and that is just GG. Unbelievable. The sacrifice actually lost him the game. The sacrifice actually lost him the game.
Worth it.
Look at his face.
Look at the shape. Oh, and the parrot dances its devil dance. Oh, old Scratch wins again.
Oh, Mogwai.
Oh, Mogwai.
Oh, Mogwai, my boy.
Was the creep worth it, buddy? Was the creep worth it?
He had the coup.
He had it all.
Man.
He had it all.
That is super rough. Now, if Hoej had gone with a different play of playing the 7 mana, what is it called?
The Roar.
No, never mind.
What?
The Spring the Trap on the first lane. Then you have more opportunities to play around that. Coup de grace might not have been enough, but he didn't go for that.
No.
So that was the only way for Mogwai to win.
Man. What? Kids, let that be a lesson for you.
Don't sacrifice.
Don't lose initiation.
God, shut up with initiation. Jesus.
Initiative?
Yes. How many? You've been playing for a year, for God's sake. Learn the word. Jesus.
It's such a harder word.
Yes, very difficult.
Initiative?
To be fair, it used to be called quick.
It did. It used to be called quick. I wish it would go back to quick.
That was much easier. When they made that change, I was like, that sucks.
That sucks.
That sucks for Slacks more than anything because I know he can't pronounce this word for some reason.
Bring it back.
All right, we're back in. Excellent.
Right.
Don't clear our faces anymore.
My goodness
All right, so
gracious.
game 1 goes to Hoej.
Goes to Hoej.
And he will be playing his aggro deck, which is what he's known for.
That is correct.
And Mogwai playing the same deck, which let him down because of that. I mean, you see that icon, the sacrifice icon, just glowing, just begging to be clicked.
Old Scratch is whispering. That damn parakeet got in his head. Click it, son. Click it, boy.
What do you mean? That's the wrong part. Hoej has the parakeet.
Yes, he got into Mogwai's head.
Oh.
Click it,
Are
Mogwai.
they on TeamSpeak together or something?
the old Scratch doesn't need TeamSpeak to get in your head.
Oh, I see.
He's always there.
That's a thing of nightmares. Early Mercenary Exiles being played. He can actually pump it if he wants for an extra point here. Not sure if it's worth, though. And track on Axe, I don't know if that's worth either.
We don't track Axe around here.
Yeah, this is already getting pretty wide in terms of the lanes, so this might be a very early abandon for Mogwai.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here.
We'll see where the creeps end up
It's
spawning.
only 2 creeps, SUNSfan.
It's a lot.
It's getting real wide over there.
It's quite wide.
2 creeps.
And Sorlet, ooh.
Ooh, 50-50 to hit the tower?
Well, this is what I talked about. Hoej, so many times in the first tournament, in the WePlay tournament, he put Sorlet in front of PA purposefully. Many a time. Just to get that trade. He's perfectly fine with that trade. And he's reading Mogwai like a book right now.
Yeah. Mogwai has opened himself to be red. And the story is sad. After the last game.
Yes, that was a very sad ending, no doubt about it. They're taking their time on this one.
That's a big decision here. Sorla Khan, she's pretty much dead in any lane that she goes in. She's got a 50-50 in lane 1, but definitely looking for lane 3 just in case she doesn't go in front of anything. However, we all know about Sorla Khan here, don't we, kiddos? Oh my goodness gracious.
She's doing it.
She's going to hit a tower. It has finally happened, SUNSfan.
But there is a creep to block.
Well, there always is.
There always is. But she will kill it in one hit at least, so that's not too bad.
That's very nice. Not getting the arrow today, so we're not going to see Mr. Cheeseburger go to McDonald's.
That's right. He is quite hungry. It is breakfast time after all. And in terms of Hoej's plays here, gank. Can he get anything off that would actually matter? All he does is trade with these two respective black heroes in the third lane. So he would just go for the easy trade. That is what feels real bad. You go to McDonald's and you just die. You die on the way in the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Yeah,
that untested grunt.
We've all been there.
That's unfortunate.
Sorry.
Just have to race back home immediately, knowing that your bowels are not under control.
You're not racing anywhere.
You're racing to heaven.
Racing to heaven.
You have a duel available. Not sure that that's it. So this is one of those instances I would say this is probably not worth a duel.
Yeah.
You're not gaining any armor.
No.
You are preventing plays, though, and Legion Standard Bearer would be the play, but don't think that's going to be played. I think both can do. All right, he's going for it. Mogwai, as much as he hates these early duels, he doesn't follow his own instruction, it seems.
I mean, 8 damage and preventing stuff from happening is definitely hype, but if he never gets another duel, he might be kicking himself in the hootie for that one.
All right, well, 4 gold is not going to save this Mercenary Exiles this time around. 2 Tyler Estate Sensors available to play, and you have to think that Sorla will be blocked because of it. In fact, you can just gank with Sorla.
Yeah?
Actually, no, you can't.
No.
Because you will not have enough mana at that point.
No, sir. But we will see PA get knocked down here thanks to the Legion Standard Bearer, who does have, in fact, 6 HP. Thanks for highlighting that, SUNSfan. That is very good information to know.
6.
That is 6 right there.
Hipfire could be used to save PA, but that means Sorla is hitting your tower. Question is that worth?
No.
You're taking away the complete, reason that Legion Standard Bearer is played, at least temporarily. I mean, that's what he's thinking about right now.
Indeed. Just putting some heavy thought into that.
It's scary, though. We've said it many a time today. It's risky.
That's
to
a
let Sorla
risk.
hit that tower.
That's a calculated risk, sir.
Yes. Looks like it will be the Tyler State Sensor blocking out Sorla Khan.
Silence!
One of the best voice lines in the game. If you haven't heard it yet, open up the game and give it a little whirl.
Yep.
You know?
Do the right thing.
What does that mean?
Open up the game and give it a whirl.
Give it a nice whirl. So Lich is available for Mogwai. Sacrifice is there. I doubt he will click this the rest of the game. He's probably scarred from the last one.
I would never click Sacrifice again. But,
I wouldn't blame him.
Oh, man.
It's too enticing.
Just not a fan of Lich this tournament, I gotta say.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree. I mean, the initiative of the card is quite good, but then again, Tidehunter, by comparison, has a 1 mana. I mean, it's obviously a different color altogether, so I'm not sure why I'm comparing them.
I'm not sure.
Either way, yeah, I agree, though. Lich has been a bit underwhelming.
Well, we'll see how this one pans out, hoping that Lich does not go in front of the Phantom Assassin, and of course he will.
All right, Lich doing a good job of making us look good, at least.
We got Hipfire, though. Don't worry about it.
Sure,
It'll be all right. It's definitely going to see a Hipfire be shot out here, but...
See if a gank is worth it. You could just take out the Bristleback, potentially.
Pick-off, baby.
Pick-off instead.
Woo!
Forgot that he had pick-offs in this deck. That's a really interesting inclusion. You don't see that, at least not in the recent memory of any decks I've seen. Pick-off typically for gold creation, but not for aggro. I'd like to see it. I enjoy it thoroughly.
I mean, this has to be a Hipfire, right?
Yes, I do believe so. Unless you want to really go for that gold, because he does have 1 item in hand. And at 5 gold, you could think it's a Stonehall Cloak, so potentially not worth the risk. So just going to take the Hipfire. Does have Payday in hand, and can use it in the last lane.
Yeah, we definitely want to try to get that track out, though. I mean, it's just too good. It's too good to not get the track and then the payday combo. Although he already has 16 gold. Sunsfan, what would you do?
You payday.
You have payday no matter what?
If I'm playing in a pub, I don't payday, and I'm greedy because I know I'm playing somebody that's probably not very good. But in a pro game, I think you got to take what you can get.
So you payday here, you get 30 gold, and then you hope for the horn?
Yeah, pretty much.
Risky stuff, buddy.
I mean, track here, what is track going to do exactly?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, most people would hold out for the track and then payday.
I don't think that. If you have a potential track target, sure, but you don't. This is payday.
Even Gondar does it himself.
It is nice to have the spectating on Mogwai for this game because we can actually see his shop. This is a quick tower, by the way, for Hoej.
Wow. Talk about aggro.
Have we seen Oath at all?
Not. Once even drawn. I think it was drawn once, never used.
That's the wrong deck, sorry.
All right.
There we go. Oath, 2 out of 2. Horn of the Alpha is there for Mogwai. That is a huge pickup.
Oh, Yahtzee. He made the right choice today, Sunsfan.
Indeed.
But he did lose that tower very early, and the question will come up, what's more powerful? Doing the job of that very quick closeout deck or getting that horn? What's more important, buddy?
I'm not sure. I mean, PA is going to have to go in the mid lane in all likelihood. Got to get 2 out of 3 towers. That's how Artifact works.
Thank you.
Now, as far as the horn placement.
Horn?
I don't know if the mid lane's very good for it.
Not at all. Tinker, you know, got that laser, so.
Well, not just that, but you're worried about coup de grace as well. So you might just have to play it here, which really sucks. But
it's not that bad. I mean, mid has the same HP, so.
Well, it's more so that you have more resources in this lane already. Of course, with these arrows, it makes the decision a lot easier because you're not doing any damage to the tower right now anyway.
Sure.
So Horn of the Alpha on, I mean, who's the more important hero? LC, potentially. With only 1 red, probably Lich. You have a lot more black cards in hand.
I kind of want Lich out of, you want whoever has the horn to get out of here though, right? Can you coup de grace yourself?
You can, after you use it, you mean?
Yep.
Honestly, that's not the worst play I've heard. I don't think you're at that stage yet that you want to do that because, remember, we're worried about this. If you're Mogwai, you're worried about Oath.
Well, he didn't use the horn.
Yeah, he's going to pass right now. He wants initiative to get coup de grace. If he discards this, I want to see his face. Oh, okay. Just Tyler State.
I like that.
So he's preventing the coup de grace himself.
Very smart, very smart. However, now he has to deal with Tinker. So he can't use the Horn of the Alpha here because Tinker's just going to laser it. So
I mean, you still use it.
Still use it.
Yeah, you still use it.
You don't get that sick damage.
I mean, laser is going to be once a game normally, right? If you're going to use it on one of those dinosaurs, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Unfortunately for Mogwai, can't play anything else, but in terms of Hoej's choices, does have gank. Not going to be enough to kill the PA. If you equip something, it would be, but of course that'll give him time to put on Horn of the Alpha, so he'll survive through anything. Could go for a suicide gank. Well, not a suicide anymore. Actually, that is still a suicide. Math is hard.
Yeah. And there's the horn. The one thing that Hoej did not want to see come out. What's it like to play a black deck, get a payday after the first round?
Feels good.
And then get a horn. The only horn in your deck, I believe. Gotta feel real nice. But he's been looking for that horn all day. I'm happy that he finally got it early.
That is true. That is true.
And, you know, it's looking pretty good with that horn, but Hoej already has one lane. He just moves out of that lane, gets to another one. He can do some buku damage, so not necessarily the end of the game here.
Well, the Magicking Maul is placed ahead of time.
Hoping not for the arrow here. Arrow would be real bad. All right.
So 16 damage. Will be lasered, so disarm that Thunderhide pack.
Yep.
Not sure what the play is here after that, though. The 5-man. I'm really struggling to see what gank target is really going to be worth it. Probably nothing. I mean, you could go for the... It depends on if you want to try to go for 80 in this lane, potentially. Or you could just suicide Sorla with a gank to get her out of here. You know, the ghetto TP way.
Yep.
Tough choice for Hoej.
I know it sounds stupid, but I really would have actually horned in the first lane and then coup de grace myself. You would have already had that lane. And then you could have moved out and got ready for that second attack.
I mean, I told you, it's not the worst play I've heard. It's actually very interesting.
Yep.
But it's weird enough that I wouldn't do it because if it didn't work, everybody would think I'm an idiot.
That would look real stupid if you lost that game. People would mock you for quite some time.
All right, so. Jasper daggers. So gank. I mean, you kill Lich, you kill LC. LC kills you, though. So I guess Lich is the only one that allows you to live, but then the creep kills you afterwards. So
I'm gonna gank the Thunderhide.
Okay. That's pretty nice, actually. So at 2 HP, of course, it doesn't do any damage to Tinker because it's disarmed.
Yeah.
And a simple March to the Machines will actually kill it. That's pretty huge.
That's great.
I didn't see that.
Coup de grace, actually.
Coup de grace, all right. So no March to the Machines coming out.
That is a nice move. I'm sure he is kind of kicking himself for that move because that March would have been real nice.
Well,
but
what do you mean he's kicking? That's still a good. It's at 2 HP. Now, if he gets found, okay, you got a healing salve, which might be worth taking.
Yeah, he's not going to make it. I mean, he's going to put PA in lane 1 and then instantly put down that March of the Machines to get rid of that alpha.
That's true. Problem is he doesn't have any paydays in hand from Mogwai. He's going to take the healing salve just in case. And this third lane is still worrisome. You got rid of the Sorlakan, which is great, but you still have Cheeseburger Man. He's taken the rounds. He's been at Jack in the Box already, so he's well on his way to Carl's Jr. And then Axe, of course, with 10 damage. And it's Legion Standard Bear. I'm sorry, this is actually just a McDonald's.
That's just a McDonald's.
Legion Standard Bear is like the... this is like the Uber driver. Just a little bit more
How complicated
efficient.
is this metaphor going to get?
It gets pretty deep.
It's a 6-part metaphor. Do we really need to add more to it?
I think so.
All right.
And we have to look at the time, by the way. 19 seconds there. Well, now it's 36 versus 28.
100% March of the Machine comes out here and goes to the middle lane, I would say, in this move.
You could just try to retake this lane.
100%.
All right. Good call. Good call. You did it.
There you go. But now this opens up for a coup de grace, potentially.
That does keep Legion alive.
Yeah. And
you could just push for damage on the tower with Bronze and Oglodi.
You could. Okay.
Looks like that's going to be the case.
Not a bad idea at all. In fact, that's a lot of damage. 8 damage right here, plus a Bronze Legionnaire with another 4. Yeah, that's pretty significant.
Well, Untested Grunt might come down to block one of them, but we'll see if that's the case or not. Still has track, by the way. Maybe it just does a track. Yeah. He sees that no items are in hand, so this is a free 15 gold from Mogwai.
Ooh, didn't use the healing salve on Legion Commander there. Any particular reason why not? I mean,
probably just wants to get out of there.
Sure.
This is the lane of contention now, right?
Yeah.
Well, plus the third lane, which you're super scared about. So Hoej right now has Coup, of course. Also has the gank. Of course, the Thunderhide pack is dead.
So you got a Coup PA to make sure that she can't summon the Thunderhide next time, right? You buy yourself one more round.
Typically, you'd want to do that the turn of, right?
Yeah.
That gets the most efficient play possible. Of course,
Sure.
you need initiative to be able to do that. Berserker's Call also would do that, but of course it ends up suiciding LC. But these two heroes, I don't know if there's no way to really save both, so you just got to choose your battles here. So Coup, like you said, onto PA. And all you can really do is Bronze Legionnaire, which isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Takes out the creep.
Ain't the worst in the world. Block a little bit of damage.
Now, if you're a Hoej, you're the one with a hero coming back. You're giving up first lane, most likely. Second lane, I don't think he can take in time. You might go for this third lane. The problem is you don't have Oath still.
Yep.
Or Assault Ladders or anything.
Yep, it's very unfortunate. I mean, only with 50 HP against a deck like this, that 50 HP can just get destroyed with the right kind of draw here.
Do you Berserker's Call? He has 1 second, by the way. He's running out of time.
I think he has to. I think your Berserker's Call. Holy.
Coup is going to be saved as well.
Dang.
Of course, remember that with the last update, guys, anytime it goes down to well, each time you God, how am I saying it? Each time you play a card, you get 5 seconds to play before the timer actually starts. So that's why we see a lot of players stuck at 0. And of course, now we're going to get a little refreshment of time. Sorlakan will be going to the mid lane.
Yeah, there's a good chance that he won't ever make it to that third lane in this round. I mean, we got 11 damage coming out without any help in lane number 1. Lane number 2 not looking too great either. So I think he has to put that down there and get that Vester out. Oh, actually, Vester's on Mogwai, sorry. But he absolutely has to try to stall for a little bit of time.
Oh, he does have the phase boots, though. This could be do we have units-wise? Oh, not that much. You can swap with LC after you coup de grace Bristleback, if you end up are able to do that, of course.
Yeah, we do have a hip fire drawn for Mogwai. Might want to use that bad boy. Make sure that he gets that coup de grace off first.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you might want to just put Vester on first, honestly. I don't know. Coup is probably the play, but if you lose Vester, oh my lord. That would be super rough. So you're going to play Oglodi first, and then I agree that Hipfire will probably follow after the sacrifice. Doing this in the correct order.
Yep. Hipfire
actually presents lethal as well.
Very nice. And gets that hootie cootie for the middle lane. That is perfect. What a clutch draw on that Hipfire. Made everything happen there.
All right, so it all comes down to this mid lane. Unless Hoej somehow finds lethal in that third one, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon. Mogwai has the choice of Time of Triumphing, but we'll go for the Vesture. I don't know why I thought he could coup de grace. He had no black here in this lane, of course.
Yeah.
So coup de grace, not there for Hoej. And gank is enough, but it trades. Berserker's Call only kills this creep. He's going to phase boots first. Time of Triumph is going to come very shortly after, though.
Yep, I definitely would not trade in this situation, especially because he has the Vester. He'll just come right back.
How much damage is it? This is 12 damage to the tower if you swap.
Yeah.
He puts the demagicking maul on Legion, though.
That was already on there. He put the.
Oh, sorry, the hourglass.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be 12 damage to the tower, plus 4 from Oglodi, plus 2, so that's 6 extra. Of course, this is not including the armor that is there from Vester the Tyrant. So Hoej is not going to be able to find lethal, not even close right now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. At 3, armor is doing wonders right now.
And he's going to block. Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah, massive 1 damage to the tower there. Now, what is his avenue to win this game is the question.
I don't think he has one. I think it might be a little too late.
So,
he's going to get the chump block off.
Alongside the Bronze Legion now?
And now that the mana is used, Mogwai is not going to actually cast it. He wants to get a better Time of Triumph since he only has 1 in hand right now. Coup de grace is available, but choosing not to use it because no lethal is really being presented without a black hero there.
And we do have initiative for
very good
Mogwai with that coup de grace. Interested to see. Probably going to be using the Time of Triumph instead, though, right? Oh, and he's got the horn of the alpha,
and
too.
The horn. This is
might
gonna be,
as well.
Yeah. Initiative is on his side, so looks like this might be going to game 3.
That's right, but a couple options here. We do have Tinker Laser back up for that rare second laser.
In 30 seconds.
So, pretty interesting. I think you made the right choice. You got to put PA in that middle lane and try to block up. This is it.
Remember when I said laser would never be used again?
I did.
It's available.
I know.
For that horn.
I know. I did the math, SUNSfan.
Did you?
Thank you. Oh.
Oof. No. Chain Frost, we've seen, has really had very little effect in these games, but aside from the initiative.
It is a expensive hip fire.
And 0 damage to the tower because of all that armor.
Yikes.
He's going to horn the alpha first. So laser will come at some point here. Of course, if you're Hoej, you're afraid of a Berserker's Call, you're afraid of, or not Berserker's Call, you're afraid of Duel. Phase boots will be applied to. Interesting that it's on PA, actually. You would think he'd reapply it to.
Well, actually, you want to make sure that
off.
PA would have died if he had Berserker's Call. So maybe a little scared of that or something.
All right, we're going to go for the pickoff onto the creep.
Interesting.
So can no longer coup. That's a big deal.
That is huge.
Time of Triumph is going to end up dealing 12 damage plus the 6 of the Thunderhide. But of course, laser will be able to take out one of those easily.
Oh!
He actually loses the Time of Triumph by cooing. That could prove quite detrimental. That is... Wow. All right, so Assault Ladder is going to be played now by Hoej. That was... You still have laser available.
Yeah.
12 damage being done to the tower now.
Oh.
And laser onto Thunderhide.
Oh.
Wow, this is actually going to be a lot closer than I thought. I don't even know if mistakes are being made, but it's actually so hard to read. And this Chain Frost actually will be useful in this lane.
So I don't think mistakes were made there because we did have Tinker's laser and gank available.
Yeah.
So he could have potentially ganked or lasered one of those big units like the PA and then ganked out as well, killing the PA and keeping Sorlakan alive, and then doing just big damage to the tower. So potentially not a misplay there, maybe just a play that he had to make, and then one that cost him dearly, though, by not losing one of those worthless Chain Frosts.
Well, he has 2 in hand.
Yeah.
Hipfire and Track to follow, but they will be locked.
Yikes.
The question is, do you blink Lich over? It does make, I mean, that's 5 extra damage. You lose initiative, though.
Yeah, I think
7 extra damage with blink.
I think the biggest problem here is probably the last lane. Take a look at that, SUNSfan.
Oh. All right, let's take a look. Looks like we have lethal here right now, but actually, yeah.
That
does have Chain Frost, though.
Yeah.
Which may or may not do anything. We'll have to see. Marks on the Machines will kill this, but of course you need to defend this at the same time.
I mean, all
Chain
Hoej,
Frost does
he just needs to have initiative on the last lane. He duels, he wins the game. So he just doesn't die here, and he is okay.
Oh, you have 10 mana. Tyler State Sensor will come down to block Lich, and Chain Frost has to be played. It's gonna do a lot.
It is.
The Thunderhide pack and Bristle will be available to attack as a result. Is that... Then you have to gank... this is too complicated. You have to use gank at some point, I believe.
Oh, we need one of these black heroes to live
Lich,
real bad.
Chain Frost, that's a lot of damage.
That is a lot.
You have no blockers. I think that's it. You can... well, you can gank and duel. So dueling the Thunderhide pack or ganking it either way, suicides, right? And you're only being blocked by a creep.
But
so
it doesn't kill. It's got 7 HP and she only does 6.
Well, duel from LC.
Ah, LC could duel.
So we'll see how the math checks out on this one. That is 14 damage being taken out. Add another 2 because that creep is now hitting the tower. So it should be just a little over, yeah. So he has to use gank to kill the PA, it seems.
That's unfortunate, though, because he does lose the lethal on the last lane as well.
Yes, he does.
That had to happen, though.
Yeah.
Oh, and nothing. Not 2 damage unavailable here. Woo!
And Mogwai is sweating bullets right now, but of course Chain Frost is there.
Ooh.
Well, actually, how much does this act? It doesn't do anything
it's
to
good.
the... No, the creeps are already blocked. Oh, okay. If it kills the Legion Standard Bearer, I'm sorry. Yeah, of course.
Wow.
12 damage.
Wow.
4 off. Berserker's Call doesn't do anything.
No. That's 14.
That is unfortunate.
Has to do it.
2 off lethal.
14 damage.
Wow. Mogwai is... He's clenching real tight.
Yeah, that was close.
And he just released everything. Everything was released.
Oh, my goodness
no
gracious.
Bronze Legionnaire, no Stonehall Elite for Hoej to play.
Can Sorlakan block?
Can she do 40 damage the first hour? Or block everything?
Could potentially get a tie here, though.
How?
Potentially get a tie here, though.
How?
Could potentially get a tie here, though.
Okay, we're going to game 3. Excellent. Well, nothing be played here, obviously. All the creeps are just doing damage.
Oh, my God.
What? What are you, oh my God?
I'm just trying to give a little bit of action to the game while we have it.
Yeah, and this should be GG for Hoej.
Disciple of Nevermore.
All right, this is being blocked right now. Time of Triumph is here, though. And Chain Frost, again, coming through. Chain Frost actually did some stuff this time.
That is true.
Actually did some stuff.
And Hipfire to clean it up.
Yeah.
So there you go,
Look at all those
Mogwai.
initiative plays.
Woo! If that Chain Frost didn't get that big old Legion Standard Bearer, that would have been a GG, but Hoej manages to get beaten. Holy moly. Mogwai did it. It came down the wire, though. 2 damage in that second lane.
That was close.
Had to commit that duel to save that first lane, though. A very nice play by Hoej, but the luck was not on the side. And we are on to game 3, buddy. The big decider.
That's right. And Hoej's actually having a lot less success with his aggro deck. than we're used to seeing, at least compared to the first tournament he played. As we're already in the game, Hoej does not tilt. He's right into the next game.
He doesn't tilt. And guess what? Bounty Hunter hasn't tilted either. He's going to go ahead and get that 11 onto a tower. That is what people like to see.
That's nice. That's nice.
Woo!
Of course, nothing to be played here from Mogwai with only Payday in hand, but he's going to be perfectly happy with this.
Sure
No
thing.
chump block available. No untested grunt for Hoej.
This is nice as well for the PA. Doesn't die here. And Legion is able to spawn a Bronze Legionnaire. Are you a fan of the level 1 Bronze Legionnaire in the empty lane? I mean, that's a pretty significant damage to a tower, but you miss that block opportunity later.
You put it here. You put it to the right.
Yeah.
Try to curve into PA. If you get the curve, then that's only 2 HP left, and that means a measly creep will get the kill. And even if you don't, you're making the lanes wide as possible, which is always nice.
Yep.
So this, of course, the same deck for Hoej, and for Mogwai, we're going to be seeing the black-blue variation.
The black and blue.
This is the... What is that card called? Let's see.
The Bruiser.
No, not the Bruiser.
Wow, it's black and blue.
Sorry. The and one from... Oh, it's actually only one and for one for me. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
But it's the same item deck, essentially, 2 Vestures and 1 Horn.
You know, I always wonder why people run these Payday decks and don't have anyone for me. If the whole reason for getting that early game is to get that money, why not just duplicate your items and really secure that victory?
I mean, he's having a hard enough time getting that one item to duplicate.
That is true.
Right?
I mean,
because it's just not consistent enough. You need, like... We need another gold hero in the game to amplify some... I mean, like an Alchemist. Alchemist is like the gold hero in Dota, right? If you had Alchemist and Bounty Hunter, gold decks become good.
You know what? You can add as many gold cards as you want. I want one card where it does damage to your tower based on how much gold the enemy has. Okay? That's all I want.
That sounds horrible.
They get 50 gold in round 1. It's a 1-mana card. I win the game. All right?
Yeah, that's a hard tech right there.
Stupid-ass gold
All right,
decks.
Tyler's State Sensor is played. Will prevent any hipfire action. That wasn't probably going to be played anyway. Double hipfire and double Payday and double Foresight for Mogwai. Interesting hand.
Hello.
Very interesting hand.
I'm so interested.
I'm quite interested indeed.
Oh, boy.
Paydays will probably be used next round if he's able to find any kills on heroes. This time around, yeah, Foresight. We'll see if he can get a multicast. Not able to find that, though.
Not today.
And this is a potential... You just keep going wide, I think. I think Stonehall Elite definitely in the last lane. Bronze Legionnaire you can just put down here.
Why not? That's 8 damage to a tower early game, but actually going to pass. I guess doesn't want them to die to that Ignite. It does kind of...
It is kind of sad. That's true.
That is a sad thing to see your boys go out like that. So, going to see that easy boy getting that cheeseburger,
It's
starting his
technically
journey.
it's an Egg McMuffin.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yep.
Getting that Muffy. Moving up the ladder.
You know, I'm adding a 7th layer. After the
No,
Hagen,
no more.
You go to Heart Attack Grill and you weigh yourself. That is the true ultimate end.
Oh, SUNSfan, that is the true ultimate end, indeed. The last journey of a man on a suicidal rampage.
Yes.
All right, well, here we go. Button's about to get pressed here as we take a look. Lich gonna be blocking up what he can. Everybody dead from Mogwai's side as the game has very steadily been in Hoej's favor.
Keep talking.
Hello, Muffins. Here we go.
Okay, that's much better. Good,
Thanks,
good.
buddy. You
sound great.
turned me down.
I turned you down to the lowest
You
volume.
turned me down all the way.
Yes. Oh, God, that's so much better.
Well, that's unfortunate.
All right.
Great damage coming out here from Hoej as we see yet again the Deji Mall and the Disciple of Nevermore.
Disciple of Nevermore. I mean, this is risky with hip fires in the deck.
He doesn't know that, but I mean, he knows that they're in there, but he doesn't know how many he has. Disciple has won about as many games as it has lost. It is just a risky card to play.
Is that true?
I mean, it's just
I don't think that's true at all.
It's a risky-ass card, dude.
I mean, there's no way he's going to play it. It's way too risky. I mean, if it was you, I definitely could see that. But Bloody Vandal is the play.
Definitely play that shit.
Hipfire not able to find any kills on heroes in that first lane. And actually not going to find much overall. Even in this last lane, technically, he'll go down to 1 HP with the help of Ignite.
Yeah, he could do it right there, and that makes sense.
No, he goes down to 1 HP, but then you see he has items in hand, right?
Yeah.
So you assume he's going to be able to heal. Going to go for a gank, though. And it's going to be Lich versus Tinker. Tinker shall die.
Wow.
So now, Hoej looking pretty damn good in this lane.
Yeah.
Has the Tyler State Sensor, which is kind of dissuading Mogwai from coming here in the future anyway.
Blink Dagger on the PA, you think? A little bit of damage, but also opens you up to some options.
Yeah. Potentially.
Thank you.
Potentially.
Potentially,
Yeah.
sir.
All right, so this first lane is, like we talked about, Hoej's for the time being.
That's Gonzo. Probably going to see the Digimaki coming out here.
The what? The what?
The
What did you
ham-
just say?
The hammer, the demagicking maul.
This is the sad thing. If you get, so Payday, you want to use it obviously, but you don't have 6 mana to use both. So if you get the initial, you have to go like 1, maybe 2 items deep, and then you have to just chill. Because you have another Payday in hand, right? You want to be able to double that again.
That's very sad.
We'll see how greedy he gets.
Woo!
Demagicking Maul, like you said, is there. Now, Mercenary Exile will
Nah.
not
It's
be
an
played
honor
because
to fight
Bronze
alongside
Legionnaire
my
was in
brother.
hand.
Can still play it, buddy.
Oh dear. Do you pump it?
Care about you.
Seven.
You're just a
Might be
Seven?
the time.
Yes.
This might
Look
be the
how
time.
low it is already. Just pump it.
It's going to turn into a 5 attack. Nope.
Oh,
not, gonna go
not
for it.
today. Interesting.
Oh, look at this detour he made to Jack in the Box. This was like
Oh, wow.
just to the side. You know?
That's-
He wasn't expecting it. It's a little bit earlier than he was expecting. It's still in the morning. So he's really going ham today.
Will he make it all the way to Carl's Jr.? I hope not.
I don't know. I want to see it. 34 gold for Mogwai. We can. Oh, we see what he picks up here.
Oh, boy.
This is what he picked up, my friend.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
The Vesture of the Tyrant.
Worth? Question mark?
Yes,
Kind of.
you definitely take it, especially for the blue. If you can put this on Luna, that's a Lucent Beam every single turn.
That is very nice.
That's quite nice. And when you annihilate, which you can't do this turn in the first lane, but you just come back to life.
It's correct. And speaking of annihilation, it's coming up. It is round 6.
That's right, but not in the first lane, like I just said.
I know, but he was going to put
Excellent.
Luna
Well
in that
done.
first lane, and then he changed his mind so that because he knows he's going to put on that Vester in the middle lane, then annihilate.
The Vesture or Vesture?
I'm not sure. I'm not an authority on words.
Or anything for that matter.
That's pretty true.
Will Cheeseburger Man get his wish and go to Carl's Jr.? Will the arrows match up for him in this third lane? We're all waited with bated breath.
No!
Damn you.
Why is life so
It's
cruel?
always that Carl's Jr. just right out of the way. You can't quite get to it in time. You know?
I know it, buddy.
I know. You know better than most,
I
actually.
know
that one. That's a true statement if I've ever heard one.
With 5 mana, he's got some decisions. He can Payday here, Sunsfan, and just to make even more money, I don't see too much of a better option, really.
Yeah, Paydaying in this last lane does not look too realistic.
Good luck dealing with this.
Oh, yeah. All right, Aghanim
Oh.
Sanctum first. Set it for later.
He could hip fire here and then make sure that he gets off that annihilation, which wouldn't be a bad play at all. But actually, he has to put the Vester on first, so what a shame.
Yeah, where do you play the Vesture? Do you actually play it in the mid lane?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
Why not? You're blocking so much damage. You want to put it on Luna anyway. Make sure
Yeah.
that she's always getting that Lucent Beam. I think that's exactly what you do.
Yeah, what you're afraid of here is although it does kill LC, is the Suicidal Berserker's Call.
Ah, that's a
Because Sorla
great.
is hitting the tower,
That's
right?
a fantastic play. Hell yeah. He's got to know
So
that
initiative
that's-
is the issue.
Yeah, he's got to. Definitely has to play that hip fire, or he's going to be in some serious trouble.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Lost
Uh-oh.
connection for Hoej. We see his camera connection interrupted.
Will Mogwai
Mogwai taking
pause?
full advantage of this.
Mogwai, you sick animal.
Of course, he cannot pause. We're just going to have to hope to the internet gods that Hoej can come back. If not, I'm not sure if we replay or if this is just a G. I think it's early enough that we probably replay.
We will see. The admins are ready. They have their notebooks, and they are ready to go. I mean, I hope it's a replay, because it would be a terrible loss to see these two competitors go out
Indeed.
in this way. So, Hoej, we wait. and see if he shall return. Remember, Artifact is a new game. You know?
What does that mean?
I mean, probably should have the ability to pause in a pro game. Not gonna lie to you. Probably should have the ability to pause, but
well, I mean, if you look at Dota, they still don't have the replayability feature. If a server crashes or something, Mogwai is really struggling here.
Dota doesn't have a replay.
No, like if let's say the servers crash at TI or something because they play on like a private server.
Yeah.
They can't actually like resume the game from where it left off if everything crashes.
That is true.
Which they did have in Source 1. Mm-hmm. Source 2 is just too complicated.
Oh, you know, they have... Uh-oh. We got some real issues here coming out here.
The internet has actually died. If you guys are listening to us, you're one of the few places on Earth right now that has internet access. So congratulations. Take full advantage.
The nukes have been dropped.
Trump had his way.
Run! If you're still watching this, get out!
That's way too real. Way too real.
Get out while you can!
Dear Lord, why?
Nah, probably not. I don't have the news up, but I'm sure everything's fine. But just in case, get a gun.
Everyone has one already in America, at least.
That's right. Sorry, everywhere else in the world. It's over. Well, time to see if this has been the world's biggest bait and the Berserker's Call is coming out.
The bot has taken over.
Holy shit, would that have been so sick. Disconnects, counts to 45, logs back in, Berserker's Call. Holy crap, that'd be hype.
To be fair, though, I don't think this Berserker's Call, there's any way it would have gone off. You have hip fires, you have arcane assaults in that first lane, so Mogwai understood that the initiative was way too important.
Well, we're past the point of no return here.
Yes.
So it will come down to the admins. Will there be a remake here in our final game at 3 a.m. or will someone have mercy on us and just let it end? I hope for the remake. Why not?
You were disconnected for too long. Yeah, we don't want a game to end like that.
We don't want it out like that.
Of course.
Help us out, admins. We need instructions. Here we go.
There will be a replay.
We will be replaying, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to 4 a.m., baby. We got the energy. We got the power. We got the Dota.